Hello there, my name is CJ and this is the Honest Opinions channel where I haven't put anything on this channel for quite a while now. I was planning on making a Game Week 1 and Game Week 2 kind of episodes, but things have gotten in the way, specifically school. But I think this is the right time to possibly to talk about the top 6 and top 4 right now. After the first two game weeks, we can have a good idea of who's going to be challenging. And of course, you have the regulars such as Chelsea with their signings looking promising, but don't look like title contenders yet. Man City looking strong, but still sloppy from not having the best preseason. Same with Manchester United, but on an entirely different level, losing to Crystal Palace. Liverpool still look quite strong. And another thing, Leicester City look decent still, and I think the main three which we're going to talk about is Leicester, Wolves, and Everton. Possibly Tottenham and Arsenal too. Because Tottenham and Arsenal is a very interesting one. Can they sneak into that top four? Arsenal, I'm not sure about Tottenham. But with the recent signings, they could actually. With Bale, Regulon, possibly Skriniar coming in. They're looking very promising, but another team which is looking extremely promising is Everton. Everton is on another level since they signed that midfield trio of Doucouré, Allen, and James Rodriguez. We do not know what we can expect from them this season, but I'm expecting at least a top 6 finish. That's the expectations for this season. I thought it could be a flop from this season again, as it was previous seasons. They spend some money and they don't get what they were expecting. But Ancelotti looks like he has a plan now, and it could actually go well. Leicester City, I'm not sure. With their Europa League games, I'm not sure if they can really persist during the season. We saw last time, after they won the title, we were expecting them to at least be challenging for top 6, top 4 maybe. But they completely went out of that zone due to the Champions League. Yeah, they made it to a quarter final, but I think that extra games really fatigued them and their squad. So this could happen again over this period when they're in the Europa League, especially since they actually have more games to play than in the Champions League. Another thing is Wolves. Wolves don't look like the side which you would be saying they are going to get a top 4 finish. But they do look like a side which could be constantly challenging for Europa League places, possibly even a semi-final this year, where they got to a quarter-final last year. So we really don't know what could happen there. Arsenal is an interesting one. I personally think that Arsenal could get a top 4 finish because of their squad. Mikel Arteta looks like the most um, ready and prolific and best out of the managers, out of at least Frank Lampard and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer doesn't look like he has constant tactics, even though he performs well with his players. And Frank Lampard has a lot of weaknesses in game. Even though he has a strong game, there's a lot of things which he can improve on with that Chelsea side. But Arsenal's team looks well rounded. They lose to some small teams, and I think they still need a lot of improvement. But they really look promising under Arteta and could be challenging for Champions Leagues, not Champions League titles, but Champions League places over these next few years, and hopefully can get back to their glory days of winning more FA Cups, League Cups, and possibly challenging for that Premier League title again. It sounds odd that we're saying in this era that Arsenal's going to be competing for trophies, possibly with Manchester United and Chelsea, but really, realistically, they could. And as I said, Tottenham is also up there, but I'm not really sure how well they can do under Jose. Like, maybe they'll do a Manchester United where they finished second with 80 points, just totally out of the blue. But realistically, we really don't know. And there are other teams which could finish in the top 6, possibly top 4, but I doubt there are so many. I predicted that Southampton would realistically be a top 6 contender. How wrong could I be? Losing their opening 2 matches. Not even by a respectable margin. Yeah, Crystal Palace won, no, but it's Crystal Palace. Yeah, United lost to Crystal Palace, but realistically, it's really bad when you're losing to a team which had the least goals last season out of any Premier League club ever. So it's a bit embarrassing. I predicted that, but I can't see them being up there anymore. Leeds United look really promising with their attack. Not so much the defense, but just their attack alone. They look like a really attacking side, and they could really strike that top half of the table this season, almost like Sheffield United did last season. And speaking of Sheffield United, They are not doing well ever since Dean Henderson was gone. I haven't watched one of their two matches, but they're really not heading up to expectations. And I think it's mainly because of that squad and the striker situation, and them losing their main man in the goalkeeping position. So realistically, we don't know what's going to happen to them either. A bottom half finish wouldn't be ideal considering last season, but it wouldn't be bad either. It's considering that they came up from promotion expecting to go down bottom and still made a top half finish and possibly could still be in the Premier League, even though the other two relegation rivals could go down, because Aston Villa do look a bit promising, but I don't think they could stay up this season. It's West Brom, Fulham, and Aston Villa in the relegation zone, realistic. And I don't think there's a lot of other teams to challenge for that top six place, other than Leicester, excluding Manchester City, Liverpool, Leicester, Manchester United, Chelsea. Why did I say Liverpool? Everton, Wolves, Tottenham, Arsenal. Those are the only few which I can think of which could actually challenge for the top six positions, possibly top seven. And as much as I want to say Leeds, I doubt that their defense will be good enough to persist this whole league. Their attack might be brilliant so far, but their defense has been below par. 7 goals conceded in 2 games. It's not the best defensive record you want, especially in the world's greatest league. But personally, that's my top six opinions, and I think that top six will probably finish as Liverpool top, Man City second, then third place will be Chelsea, fourth place. I'm not sure if it could be United. We have to wait until the end of the transfer window. Unlike most teams which have basically wrapped up all their business, United could still get Telles and a right winger. Maybe not Sancho, but possibly Ismail Assar, a Douglas Costa. We don't know. So I'm actually going to go for Arsenal fourth, Manchester United fifth, and then Wolverhampton Wanderers sixth. I don't think Tottenham will do all that well, but they might win a Europa League, because I think that will be Jose's strategy. Get Tottenham a trophy for once, and they will still be in the Champions League next season. It might be a smart strategy for them. So that's my top 4 predictions, top 6 predictions, and the 7th place prediction. Hope to see you soon, and goodbye. Okay, I forgot to mention something about the Everton situation. I don't think I video which I just put out. So I personally think that Everton could finish at top 6 place, possibly taking over from Wolves or Tottenham. I don't think they'll go that big this season. So I'm just gonna do a quick swap. Wolves are gonna finish sixth. I mean, Everton are gonna finish sixth, and Wolves are gonna finish seventh. Just a quick swap around. But for real, guys. Okay, see you guys.